Hey guys, it's Laura here from Little Lights by Laura, and I wanted to show you super easy tip on how I find my coordinates when I'm making like the family name signs with their latitude and longitude on the bottom. So I will put this in the link, but I use this website latlonge.net, and all you do is type in your address and you click find, and it will look it up. And this is not what you want, but if you scroll down here, right here, GPS coordinates, this is what you want. So I just simply select it all. I right click, I copy, I come over to silhouette, I right click, and I paste. And there you go. And the nice thing is it already dumps in the degree symbol here, so that makes it super simple. And then for me personally, I'm just going to go here and I'm going to double click. I'm going to click backspace and then a space to get those on the same line. Let me make this bigger for you. Drag this blue line out. I'm going to go a little bit further because I'm going to put a couple extra spaces. And then in between here, I'm going to put a heart. And you can do this one or two ways. Or the easiest way that I do it is I just come over here to my fonts, but before I do that, I click on the G, and that will show me all of the glyphs. That's how I pronounce it. Maybe you pronounce it differently. And I go to a font that I know has a heart in it, which in my mind is always in forever. And I grab this and boom, drops right in. I know there's a couple of other fonts that I have that have hearts in them, so I'm just going to go pick those up real quick in case I change my mind, but I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm going to use. And Cookie Monster is the one that comes to my mind. And I think this is the one I want. Here we go. Alright, so just drops those in, and I'm going to show you guys a trick that I do here too. I'm going to zoom in here, and I definitely like the one on the left more, but I'm going to right click and I'm going to release my compound path. And the reason why I'm going to do, oops, I have to ungroup it too. I'm going to take away the outside because I just want the outside. Okay, so when I do that, I don't necessarily love either of them per se, but I know I'm going to like this one better, so I'm going to doctor this one up. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to grab my knife tool, and I'm just going to chop off this little tail, grab my arrow, bring it away, and then I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to get rid of this little tail. So I'm just going to double click and reveal my editing points, and I'm just going to delete a couple, and I'm going to undo that last one because I prefer that point at the bottom, but I don't like how this little scoop is right here. So I'm going to zoom back in, I'm going to double click on my editing points, and I'm going to take this one away. Okay, I'm not looking for it to be perfect, but I do want it to be thicker. So I'm going to use, yet again, one of my favorite things, and use the offset tool. And instead of typing in on this one, I'm just going to kind of drag my mouse a little bit to see what I like best and hit apply and see how I like that. So I'm just going to zoom back out, and I'm going to pop this into place right here, and I'm going to go ahead and color all of this black because visually that really helps me see what my end game is going to look like, because I know this is going to go on a sign with a white background and black black lettering. So I'm just giving myself some space here, and I'm going to undo because I want to bring that back. All right, I'm going to zoom back out. I'm double clicking, that's bringing up this blue bar for me. And I don't love how close that heart is to that end, so I'm just going to scoot it. There we go. And if I really wanted to make sure I got that centered, I could come over here and I could use my horizontal settings by removing the compound path and all of the things, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm just going to take these together. I'm going to make them a compound path so the heart stays where I want it. I put it to the size in which I want it. And then here, I'll just take the two, stack them up, make sure they're centered, and there you go. Okay, hopefully you guys found this helpful. Like I said, I will put in the in the description, I will put the address here for this website that I use, and you can easily make your own address signs.